Hey guys, we know this is a little bit of a kind of,
A deviation from our usual.
yeah, a deviation from our usual videos, but I wanted to show off a little bit of, Dying Light. I've been getting into it recently. It's a great game, great graphics.
Oh.
For a zombie game, it's surprising there's quite good storyline, and I just figured I'd show some of the cool parts of it, such as this. And yes, that was a head explosion.
That was a real headshot. Man, the graphics on this is amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I'm not so good at it, but it's a really good game. So,
Alright, what's the weapon you're using?
I'm right now using a farming sickle, I believe. It's a sickle of some kind. And, there's a bunch of different types of weapons in the game. There's one-handed, two-handed, blunt, oh.
Alright, that looks like you've got an electric sword.
Yeah, you can apply various stat effects to it to make it more amazing. But, that's not the only thing. Oh, here's some enemies who are running at me right now. These are the super zombies of the game, called volatiles. Because, you know, they're volatile. So they run real fast, they hit real hard, they've got their ribs protruding out of their stomach, if you could see that. And generally it's not a great idea to fight them, especially until a little bit later in the game when you have some better weapons, which I have pretty good ones right now, but still not that great.
Alright, what you were telling me earlier was that sometimes the weapon, the damage is not the most important, although it is important, but sometimes it's just as important to have the dismemberment.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's a bunch of different things that make a weapon good, and damage is one of them. Damage is definitely a good indicator if it's a big difference, but if it's not, there's handling, which means you can swing it better. Weapons like axes are a lot more powerful, heavier, just a little bit slower swing.
Oh! Headshot.
Yeah.
But not the typical kind.
So, more damage is better, more handling is better, sharper is better. That,
what was that effect?
that was a spitter that just, spit on me, and that was me dying from the spitter spitting on me. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably not actually the best at this game.
Well, at least you don't reanimate. Although there is an option to play as a zombie, right?
Yeah, you get to play as a super powerful zombie, and you go around killing people. Anyways, this is nighttime, which is actually the harder mode, where a lot of more of the enemies are. It's harder to see. I'm gonna play a little bit in the daytime, just so you can get a better idea of just how great this game looks.
Alright, so if it's that much harder nighttime, what's the benefit of playing that?
You get double points, so you level up a lot faster. The bar in the middle, you can see, is the top middle is the skill bar, which is towards leveling up.
Oh, so you're level 17
So,
now, and when what you get to level 8?
Yeah, you can see I'm getting 256, I'm getting 98, those are all kills, 54 points, and, so I just murdered a crap ton of zombies.
Now, are we gonna search their bodies?
Yeah, you can pick up stuff like
alcohol,
money, metal parts. More alcohol.
Wow,
These zombies like a lot of booze.
Yeah, these are drinkers.
Yeah. But there's one thing which I really like to do, which is you can camouflage yourself in the zombie guts.
Oh, I love that. Alright, so that animation is cool. So that smear on the screen means you're camouflaged.
Actually just the yellow tint. It fades away before the camouflage fades away, but then they don't notice you, and you can murder them, and the other ones still don't notice you.
What? Something happened.
He's a little confused, and you can also
without a weapon even.
Execute them. Yeah, if they're not aware of you, all three of those are perks: camouflage, being able to attack without them noticing you, and being able to snap their necks if they don't notice you. All three of those are perks.
Now let's say, alright, so let's say you camouflage yourself at night. So super zombies will be able to find you.
If you bump into them, they kind of realize that you're not the normal zombie. See, I just like knocked into him, and he's like, hey, there's something up here. But other than that, you can basically do whatever you want.
So even the super zombies at night.
Yeah, even the super zombies at night. Oh, this is interesting. This is an example of a random encounter. This is an enemy zombie, and he's trying to kill these survivors. So if you save them by killing the zombie like I just did, they'll thank you and they'll give you a little money, and you'll get some points.
That's decidedly ungrateful.
Well, we have to kill all the zombies in the area, so these guys will just be like,
He looks pretty
they'll be thank you. See, thank you, my friend, and then I got a weapon upgrade.
Assassin. So what's
and I got some, if you see on the screen just then, I got some survivor points.
And did you just lose your camouflage?
Yeah. I waited long enough. That was, yeah.
Okay.
So you also see I got some survivor points, which is the general level system.
Alright, so...
This is a police van.
I like the parkour in this.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show you some parkour. I can come back to this later. Okay, because this is, these are really hard locks, but there's almost always an amazing weapon inside them. So you can hear the little click.
Skyrim.
Yeah, it's the same as Skyrim lockpicking. You can hear the little click every time I fail. You have to find the right area, and lockpicks break.
What I like about this lockpicking mechanic is it's actually kind of true to life, where you need the pick to push the tumblers.
332 damage, samurai sword. So I guess I'll have to drop stuff. I kind of pick up all the random crap I find anywhere in the game.
With real lockpicking, you actually need a torsion wrench to put a little bit of tension on it.
Oh, I could have dismantled that for a metal part.
To push the tumblers up and down. That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah, I think a lot of games have similar lockpicking mechanics. Oh, I just vaulted the zombie there.
It always bothered me in movies or TV shows where people would pick a lock with just grappling
hook, yeah.
Where they would do it with
another police van.
A hairpin or something. And that's not how locks work.
These are always hard, but they're always well worth it. I think I'll stay away from that. I've already kind of showed this off a little bit in the video. I'll remember where it is. There we go. I have unlocked instant escape, so as you see there, I hit E instead of hitting F a bunch of times when the zombie's trying to bite me. And that was a lot of blood. I can do that. That's when in midair I left click and I air drop execute.
Now, is there a reason why you just leave their bodies and you're not searching all of them?
Well, at this point I actually have a lot of stuff, and when there's a lot of zombies, I actually can go back and search them later. On bridges and stuff like this, there's usually quite a lot of enemies.
Oh, so you don't want to...
Well, what I will often do is I'll run around snapping everyone's neck, and then after...
Smokes and alcohol.
And then after a certain amount of time, like this, see, they turn into packages that you can just pick up.
Alright, so when you pick up alcohol and cigarettes, what can you actually do with them?
Alcohol you can use to make med kits with gauze, alcohol and gauze to sterilize the injury, obviously. Alcohol you can also use to make potions and stuff. There's a lot of crafting stuff.
Okay.
And, basically everything needs something slightly different. And as you can see, everything red is something that I don't have on the right side, so I don't have underwater algae.
So you're missing ingredients.
So there's basically a crap ton of stuff. And you just want to keep picking it up. But, see, I want to come back to this police van later. So what I can do is, if I go to the map, I can put a little
Alright, so could you lock something
waypoint.
Like, when you want to leave something there, can you lock it back up so nobody else can get it? Or do
Zombies don't take stuff.
Okay.
And the only stuff that gets taken by people is these things called airdrops, which, basically, the GRE, Global Relief Effort, decided to, they figured that, sure, there's a zombie infestation everywhere, but if we just send down some med kits and stuff, and some, relief supplies, that'd be completely fine, right?
You did not take any damage from that?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I hit C just as I was about to hit the ground, and it made me perform a roll when you fall from really high heights. When you fall from slightly lesser heights, it makes you do that, where you kind of sit down for a while.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm not going to go into it too much, but there's a whole agility tree where all of these things are different things that let me do cool stuff. And this lets me take less damage. Forward roll and half as much damage when falling. Yeah. What I can also do is I can mount zombies like that. I can drop kick zombies like that. I can
get bitten by zombies like that?
Yeah. And I can slide kick zombies in a way that'll break their legs. If that actually hit a zombie, that is. Wow, there's a whole massive crowd of them and I still managed to miss. Like that. See, that knocks them over and it breaks their legs, and that's them trying to kill me again. That zombie's holding a pipe.
Oh, is that unusual?
No, not usually. The better zombies have better stuff.
So they actually have weapons?
Well, they can. And they know how to use them, too. Basically, the fresher the zombie, the better they are. There's guys that run, stuff like that. So yeah. Zombies will do different stuff depending on how dead they are. Oh, that's an ankle biter.
Yeah, you know what ankle biter is slang for, right?
No.
Kids.
Oh.
toddlers.
Well,
Toddlers are ankle
that's
biters.
literally one. See, I've broken these zombies' legs. Those are the zombies that I slide kicked earlier.
So are they? They're really only a danger to you if you walk up to them and let them chew on your leg.
Yeah, they're pretty slow, as far as things go.
More
But
smokes and coffee.
see, look, that's the item that they dropped. It's really bad compared to the stuff I have, but they just picked it up while wandering around. Oh gosh, I would not want to eat that coffee.
Well, it can't get any worse than that.
Oh,
stuff,
he lost his arm.
you know the civets? You know,
Oh,
they take the
yeah.
coffee and they,
Well, it isn't real coffee if
Okay.
something hasn't already pooed it out, right?
right. All right. So for those who don't know, there's some special coffee that they make from coffee beans that have passed through the digestive tract of the civet.
Which is an animal of some kind.
I think it's supposed to be related to a cat, something like that. And I can't imagine that job. I guess they have to charge enough. It's apparently really expensive coffee.
Ooh, one last thing I'm going to show you. If you look at my mini map on the top right, that blue shape,
Yeah.
that I'm running towards right now, that's what an airdrop is. So I'm going to quickly show you what that is because I've talked about it already. You can see the red smoke coming from it.
Yeah.
That's the way that you're supposed to be able to locate
And the
one.
barbed wire.
Yeah. You take damage if you try to run up it, and generally you can't climb on stuff with barbed wire
That makes sense.
when you can climb on other stuff.
Man, the graphics in this is amazing. Like you can see the leaves and all that. The play of light is really.
So this is an example of what's the trouble with the airdrops is that these guys, the main enemy of the game's minions, always show up at the airdrops and just take all the stuff, and they generally ruin all the fun. Unless you throw Molotovs at them, in which case they're kind of entertaining.
Now, what happens? Can you fight them the same way you fight zombies?
You can. Generally, zombies are more rotten and they don't break as much. So these guys don't really, like, get dismembered as easily.
It's a lot harder to fight them.
Yeah, they're better. They know how to use weapons. They can throw stuff at you. So there's some disaster relief packages, some flares. You give the disaster relief packages away
What do they
and you keep
have?
the flares.
That's on
They just got some money and
They got
stuff.
some cash.
Yeah. So anyways, I think that's kind of a good sampling of some of the stuff you can do.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe the next time you could show me one of the missions.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Anyways, talk to you guys
Yeah,
later.
Hope you like it.
Bye.